Getting to know yourself takes time and can be applied to all aspects of your life. In a work context, it is fundamental to understand what makes you act, according to what principles, and how you interact with other people. To do this, you need to identify your needs, your value system, your emotional profile. First of all, become aware of your own needs. This is vital for emotional maturity and self-control. It's going to involve identifying your 7 essential needs in a work context, from the most important to the lowest priority for you. When I started, I needed to be acknowledged for my achievements and to have real feedback. And I also wanted to look like my boss, so I would talk and dress the same way. But at the end of my 3rd job, I realized that what mattered most for me was actually to work in a positive environment, to get diverse and exciting missions, and also to have time for my fencing classes. In order to correctly interpret your choices, remember that, according to Maslow, the physiological and safety needs must be sufficiently met before attempting to satisfy the next 3 needs. Conversely, satisfying certain needs in your private life can reduce their importance in a work context. Remember also that the order of priority in your needs at work changes over your working life. This assessment is valid today, and it may change in a few years, maybe sooner. Now, identify your personal values. Your value system is all the principles that guide your actions. It is the result of your upbringing, your character, your surroundings, and your experiences in life. I'm proposing a process that lets you identify your priority personal values and to understand how these affect your daily life.
What I like to do is start from scratch, to improve processes and an open-minded environment, and to keep things moving fast. So I would say my biggest values are freedom, innovation, and efficiency.
For me, a day I don't learn something is a day lost. And I like to make up my own mind. I hate being told what to think. So yeah, I guess you could say that learning and freedom are core values for me. And when it comes to relationships, I like it when people just tell it like it is.
This process enables you first to verify that these are not postures, but really values that are fundamental for you and that you are consistent in your behavior. Second, it enables you to understand if you operate from this principle or from the consequences. Third, it helps you realize that relationship difficulties often arise from value systems that are divergent or simply different.
Yeah, in general, I say what I think. But on the other hand, I'm not always comfortable with critics. I mean, it really depends how it's said. Or actually, maybe it's not so much about being frank. Maybe it has more to do with spontaneity. Yeah, I think that's it. I like just simple, spontaneous people.
Freedom is an operating principle for me. If I want to dye my hair blue, I don't see what harm that would do to anyone.
Sure, you must be free to act, but you also need to pay attention to the consequences for other people. So that does limit your personal freedom to a certain extent. You can't expect to do everything you want all the time, you know?
Now you need to understand how your emotions function, and the stakes are high, as high-performance team working requires good emotional maturity.